Your journey, India's #1 all-in-one travel brand. Kashmir package starts from Rs 15,000 only. QnQ Pharmacy. Quality healthcare at affordable price.
When I started racing motorcycles back home in India, and then I got busy with work. So, but I did race motorcycles until I was 21, and then pursued it till 93, I guess. And then I got busy. I got into the film industry, and in 2002, I was 32. I was 32 years old when I decided to get back to motor racing, but not motorcycles, in four-wheelers. I came back to motorsports in the year 2002, racing the national championships back home in India. In 2003, I went on to do the Formula BMW Asia Championship. I did the whole season in 2003. I did complete it. In 2004, I participated in the British Formula 3 in the scholarship class, though. Unfortunately, I couldn't complete the whole season due to work commitments. It was like balancing two boats at the same time. So then I waited for some time, and then in 2010, I was fortunate enough in getting an opportunity to race in the European Formula 2 season. But then again, I could only do a few races because of my firm commitments. The racing season is on. I wouldn't be signing firms, and probably between October until March, before the racing season commences, I will probably do firms. I'll act in firms so that no one is worried. This is something I wanted to experience firsthand, and I'm fortunate enough that I could form my own team, Ajith Kumar Racing.
Into the pit lane, I'm afraid to say that this is the Cayman number 414, and this is our superstar, Rasoon Northern Racing, with Ajith Kumar behind the wheel, and that car has not made it into the pit lane. So has he gone one lap too far? 53rd position for that car. He's been out for an hour and 28 minutes. So that just could be a flat six in the middle of that car, coughing and spluttering.
And remember, when he left the pit lane during a code 60, he did not go to fuel at that point. Now, that might have been the decision made by the team,
yes,
given that they might have had fuel at the previous code 60, but I think it's maybe just run out of fuel.
Well, let me see, because
the fans that are there on the pit entry, they're getting a real close-up view to their hero. Ajith Kumar has just had huge adulation wherever he's been all weekend.
So he did take fuel. He's taken fuel at some stage, because his last pit stop was 3 minutes and 8 seconds, and the pit lane time only was 44 seconds. So he didn't stop at his pit, but he did put fuel in an hour or whatever it was. Now the car is rolling gently, and code 60 is coming. Code 60 is coming. It will be our fifth code 60, with the time at exactly 6 o'clock in the evening. We've timed that one perfectly for Pete back up in London. It's another racing hour completed, and here in the Global Broadcast Centre, it's Peter Mackay and John Hinoff. Nick Damon in the pit lane. RS1 for the audio, and Creventic Motorsport channel on YouTube, as well as our syndicated TV around the world. It's the 2025 International Endurance Racing Opener, the Michelin 24 Hours of Dubai. Well, we can't blame Johnny for this one either.
Like I say, Johnny just had a bit of bad luck, but yeah, unfortunately a little bit of code 60 there. So again, how is this going to play out? Harry King is 55 minutes into his stint. That's not a bad time for a code 60 to come out to get a little bit of fuel.
He's been out 26 laps.
Yeah, perfect. So a full stint is 35. So he'll be okay. You can only put 25% in, but the Harry King for pure racing could be good.
Huge crowd has gathered at the fence line and the entrance to the pit lane to get a shot of the car which their hero is in. Let's take an opportunity to get some updates from Nick Damon. There will be cars coming in, and at the bottom end of the top 10 we've had a few of the leaders, and in fact I think Dan Harper's just dived in from second. Yes, he has. Harry King has stayed out.
The 991's coming. This is a full service. Dan Harper getting out, so they don't want to burn the pro time in the 991. Was it Dan Harper?
No, that's Darren Leung who's in the 991.
Yeah, so 991. Yeah, that's it. So we've had the 19 MP Motorsport car in for full service. The Whitmer Racing number 7 in for full service. The second M4 BMW is also in now as well.
Yeah,
so
that was Dan Harper, as I said.
Yes. Full service on both their cars. Yeah, but I'm actually down that end, and it takes a long time to get here. We've had a number of the Porsches going through for fuel. My guess is that pretty soon those fuel bowsers are going to be full and they'll be queuing. But so far,
how many pumps have we got, Nick?
Right, that's the 24. I think 12. The 24 car, the Visit Dubai machine will stop.
7.
And they'll all be stopping very briefly, of course, because they're only taking a quarter of their...
No, 9 now filled. However many we've got 9.
Yeah, yeah. They I mean, there may be more than 12 that they had last time, but that was in Europe, so it may be slightly different. But these are smart pumps. But of course, the point about it is they are only stopping very briefly, because they're taking like 25, 23, 22 litres, which doesn't take a very long amount of time. It looks like just about everyone. There's a few cars who are continuing on, but they're mainly the 992s who are eschewing the chance to pick up fuel. They're watching behind me. The GT3 is much more keen on getting a slug of the liquid gold.
Dance yourself dizzy.
Looks like the tow truck has...
Yeah.
Exactly. Look, you can't say that and then don't expect me to sing it. It might be good this time. But the 414 machine, that was on the back of a truck. I think it's been dropped.
Which one's this?
You can probably see it better.
No, it's on the end of a tow rope on a pickup truck.
It's because sometimes they leave it, and this time they decide to pull it all the way through. I can see him coming down towards me now. It has got a bit dark for us now, so it's no longer daytime. It is now night, and therefore you have to look at the behind things. But the lights are on as Ajith Kumar comes in on the end of a rope. I think actually, I don't think he did stop, because he had he had that 3-minute stop, and it was a very leisurely changeover. And don't forget, these boys are on 5-nut wheel studs, so it takes longer to do a full service anyway.
Yeah, but he only had a 44-second run through the pit lane and a 3-minute and 8 stop. So does that mean he spent? Does that mean he spent 3 minutes? He spent 3 minutes and 8 minus 44 seconds in his pit, getting new tyres.
No. If you got, I didn't know. If that's the point, then you've got fuel, because the pit in, pit out,
correct,
either side, and then
that's how I was reading it.
Is fuel. I haven't got that information in front of me. You are very much lucky to have the get race results, page 2, 3, 4, and 5. But very few of the garages have even got page 2 of the timing, so you're kind of going, oh, well, who knows? Raft of cars that come past. The 21 Haas machines come, the Audi, the 7 SMP Racing. They're both doing full services as well, John. Just trying to see anyone who's just going to do fuel. There's the 978. Here comes the 30. That's the recovering car collection machine. Then the Red Camel Jordan car eschews many of the other 992s, and they're coming in for a service. Evo's staying on board. He's getting tyres as well, so they are throwing some tyres at this car. We know it gets you a few seconds at the start, but yeah, that
26 laps ago, Harry King took tyres, and he's not come in this session for pure racing, which is back on top. So Porsche are leading BMW from 2 more Porsches now. Luke Hartog for Dynamic in the white and blue number 24, and Ralph Bourne. As Harry King now decides it is the right time to come into pit lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars in fuel.
They're going to have to, yeah, I think that is an interesting one, because I could see why the theory for pure racing not to bring Harry King in, because it looked like it might have been a relatively short code 60, because it simply was a matter of towing the Ajith Kumar car into the pit.
You see these guys? I love them unconditionally. Both acting and racing are very physically and emotionally demanding jobs, and so are other professions. It's just about how you compartmentalize and prioritize things, right? And I hate multitasking, so I wouldn't want to do that. Instead, try and focus on one activity at a time, and it's better. It's better in every way.
Then a nice little gaggle of non-pro GT3 cars from 5th position down to 10th spot, including the 2 Herbert Motorsport Porsches, as what is left of the 414 car now after its big crash at the end of the long straight goes past Joe. What's your early assessment then, Joe?
I'm not sure it's going to rub out, Johnny.
Yeah.
It's got a massive amount of damage on the front end. I'm now behind the car, so it may be, when I get a proper and closer look at it, just kind of superficial bodywork, etc. When it gets to its garage and they give us a better chance of stopping still and me getting a proper look at it, I'll give you a better assessment. But remember, it's Baz Cooten is part of this operation as well for Ajith Kumar, and they don't know when to stop, do they? They'll just keep on.
Indeed, the front 2 corners mechanically looked pretty okay. It was just a lot of bodywork laying over the top of them, so it looked reasonably square at the front end. So hopefully, when you have a look at that, you'll be able to see if I'm right or wrong.
I think you're spot on from what I saw for the front wheels, and more importantly, the front wheels are also pointing in the right direction. Now, whether they're fixed to the car is a matter that we can find out in a moment. But we are walking all the way up the top of the pits with this car being pushed by the mechanic, so we'll see. But I think you're right. It's reached the garage now. It's going to be pushed in nose first, and the team will go to work. I'll get back to you when I have a report.
Well, this is a Razoon More Than Racing car, isn't it, which is the team from Austria. I know the sister car, as in the other car that Ajith Kumar had as his name against it, is a Baz Cooten car.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Baz Cooten was involved with Razoon. That might just have been a speaking moment from Joe, unless he knows a little bit more. Ah, fine, okay. Gotcha. I mean,
the enthusiasm for the number 901 car every single time it passes the pits. This is the Ajith Kumar racing car. All of the Ajith Kumar fans who are filling the entire grandstand go absolutely crazy for that 901 car, and their hero's not even driving it. It's just the car that he owns. Ajith Kumar has been driving in the 414. I don't think he's not aboard it at the moment.
No.
But the support, I've never seen anything quite like it.
Got out just before you sat down.
It is Paul Newman, Patrick Dempsey-esque, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Brad Pitt. If Brad Pitt actually did motor racing and didn't just film it, he's actually a decent driver. Joe and I know someone who did quite a lot of his driver training and mentoring, which took place at Rockingham Motor Speedway. Quite a lot of that actually last year. I'm keeping an eye on this time between Herbert and Kevin Say in 6th overall, 2nd in the GT3 arm.
Ian, Zach Rubichon at the wheel of the 27 Mercedes, the Heart of Racing Mercedes. I want you to know, do you know how hard it is for me to say Heart of Racing, stop, brake engage, Mercedes?
I know that's a bit of an anomaly these days, but yeah, we do like driving the Merc now and again.
Yeah, I was firstly, before we talk about the rest of 2025, it's been a bit of a character building one for you guys, this one.
Yeah, not too bad. You know, it's our first race with Hannah Grisham from our female academy, our first GT3 race. She's done remarkably well. So far, we haven't really had many issues. Been a bit unlucky with the code 60s, but it goes that way sometimes, and we're still in the hunt for a podium, so all good, really.
Give us a bit of information about the academy and the female academy. Where's Hannah come from?
Yeah, well, a couple of years ago, we did a shootout. You know, we had up to 200 young ladies audition for it. Then we had a shootout, the last 10
times passed before you come in. In some series, it's 5 times passed actually, but incredibly, he's got 20 seconds in that car now. That might not make that much difference to him. He's lost the lead now. They'll be disappointed with that. But they've got a good couple of laps on the second of the Herbert car. But Herbert are going to have 2 cars on the podium in GT3 AM.
Indeed, Axel Jeffries has just copped a 30-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And that's the Inter-Africa racing it. They could lose a place in. They're running 4th in Pro-Am at the moment, but outright they're only 44 seconds ahead of John Miller in the Uber Motorsport car. Yeah. So that could be a change of position as well. Just getting back to your question, John, over the 20 years I've been attending this event as I came to this region in 2005.
The Podium 992 Cup class, fantastic. Let's go down to Nick Damon actually, because he's mingling.
Yeah, I'm mingling with the Indian superstar, but also with the German superstar.
I think the first year we were here in 2012 when Bert.
Oh, no, he's on 2 separate podiums.
He's first on 2 podiums, whereas we had Bernd Schneider second and third on a podium for that. Just while Nick lines up another interview, just to underline the difference in strategy from Herbert, the best finishing Herbert car was the number 80, which is second in AM, whilst everybody around it had done more than 30 and as many as 36 pit stops. Now remember, that doesn't necessarily mean
we can finish a race. I mean, the Porsche is always a reliable car. Last year we had some bad luck, but this year. So it's wonderful. It's nice to see. It's nice that the people, so many.
Get up to the 20th edition of the 24 Hours of Dubai, and this has got to be up there with one of the best, surely. The entry looks superb on paper, and there have been so many tales to tell. One of the big highlights, and it was great to pick up with Rick Breukers, was that 992 battle, because the 909 certainly will feel they've been in a thoroughly close race with the 912 Tierra Outdoor Racing that led many laps. Luke van Eindhoven put behind the wheel of that car to bring it to the flag, and Mathieu Detry with his level best in the 901, and the Ajith Kumar Racing crew, which have so many extra fans here this weekend. So a chance now that we've spoken to some of the key finishers to look at the entire
local team will get the Podium 992 Cup class, fantastic. Let's go down to Nick Damon actually, because he's mingling.
Yeah, I'm mingling with the Indian superstar, but also with the
local team will get the Podium 992 Cup class, fantastic. Let's go down to Nick Damon actually, because he's mingling.
Yeah, I'm mingling with the Indian superstar, but also with the
local team will get the Podium 992 Cup class, fantastic. Let's go down to Nick Damon actually, because he's mingling.
Yeah, I'm mingling with the Indian superstar, but also with the
we can finish a race. I mean, the Porsche is always a reliable car. Last year we had some bad luck, but this year.
I think the first year we were here in 2012 when Bert.
Oh, no, he's on 2 separate podiums.
He's first on 2 podiums, whereas we had Bernd Schneider second and third on a podium for that. Just while Nick lines up another interview, just to underline the difference in strategy from Herbert, the best finishing Herbert car was the number 80, which is second in AM, whilst everybody around it had done more than 30 and as many as 36 pit stops. Now remember, that doesn't necessarily mean...
Yeah, I mean, it's many thousands of fans, both of motor racing but also of Ajith Kumar. I mean, you must be wanting to book him for every single race now.
Sorry again?
You must be wanting to book Ajith for every single race.
Yeah, yes, but he's planning to do Europe, so it's wonderful. It's nice to see. It's nice that the people, so many that enjoy. Normally Germany is a motorsport-minded country, but now we can send India as a motorsport-minded nation, so wonderful.
And of course, a fantastic turnout for next week's race in Abu Dhabi as well.
Yeah, this is a good start for the season with our flagship, and now we're heading already to Jasmine. But first, we're going to enjoy it this night.
Yes, I have to enjoy the podium, which is about, I think, by the looks of it, about a mile away in about 3 hours.
Yes, okay, we're going to the apex corner for the podium. Thank you.
I'm a fan, brother, and a fan are good. Everybody's a fan now. Ajith! Ajith sir! Your friend Madhav is here. Now order. Very lovable moment. Marka முடியாம moment. This is unbelievable. He made record.
It's Ajith Kumar racing by BKR with Ajith Kumar, Fabian Defer, Matthew Detrey and Cameron McLeod. It's Ajith Kumar racing by BKR with Ajith Kumar, Fabian Defer, Matthew Detrey and Cameron McLeod. That's Ralph Populaars, Lucas van Eindhoven, Hub van Eindhoven and Jump Rappenage. And the winners of the 992 Porsche 911 GT3 Cup, it's your 909 Red Camels Jordan LL, it's Ivo Breukers, Luke Breukers, Rick Breukers and Fabian Dans. Trophies to our third place finishers. It's Valero Furtado and Gary Williams. To our second place finishers. Hang on. To our second place finishers,
Your journey, India's #1 all-in-one travel brand. Kashmir package starts from rupees 15,000 only. QnQ Pharmacy. Quality healthcare at affordable price.